I'm Adelita Winchester, and I'm the Chief Programs Officer here at Caritas of Austin. I have worked in nonprofits in the nonprofit sector, providing community services pretty much my entire career. It's been my vocation. So knowing that, I've been able to make comparisons, and I can say that all nonprofits are not created equal. One of the reasons I've stayed with Caritas for the better part of a couple of decades is because I admire the strength and focus and resilience that this organization had and has, and that it also instills in the clients that we serve. We provide not only the case management, that is that social worker that sits down. If I'm that client and you're that social worker, you're going to sit down with me once you're referred to Caritas and develop a case plan to talk about what are my dreams, what are my aspirations, what is it that I want to achieve stability and maintain housing, which is critically important. Along with that, we then offer to that client other services that will help with that stability. Does that client want to go through the employment program for job training? We've assisted clients with everything from becoming a massage therapist to getting a commercial driver's license to even getting recertified as a physician. We have developed our own workforce development programs so that the clients can access that internally, as well as helping them with vocational training externally. We provide education services to that client. Let's get you classes on life skills, on coping mechanisms. You can hand people money all day long, but if they don't have that individual to walk them through the process, help them with the resources, model the behaviors that they need to model in order to be a success, it's not going to work. So the team of employees that we have, the various teams providing services, that's the secret sauce at Caritas. And I'm very proud of all of them. We are a bridge over troubled waters. That's what I see us as. We know unequivocally that an individual, a human being who's been experiencing homelessness for any period of time, cannot focus on services unless they have a roof over their heads. We've been successful in not only finding affordable housing over the years. It's not easy, but we have found it and developed partnerships with property managers and landlords. But then a few years ago, we said, suppose we do it ourselves. So at this point, we have opened our first housing development called Espero Rutland, and we have two more in the pipeline, Libertad and Kern Point. Libertad will have more of a focus on families, and Kern Point will be focusing on individuals ages 55 and over who have been experiencing homelessness.
I went into the military right after high school, signed up to literally be infantry, Army Ranger, squad sniper school, the whole 9 yards. I signed up for 20 years. I did 3 tours, and unfortunately, last tour, I took some damage, and they said, Uncle Sam's good with you. You know, you can go home. PTSD is something you don't really ever consider preparing for. No matter what your situation is in life, it's not something that I even think if you tried to prepare for it, you couldn't. We tried everything. We looked for everything. I applied for jobs and couldn't get any responses back, and we ended up homeless. I was door dashing just to make hotel money, so my kids and wife had a roof over their head. And then we happened across Caritas and the phone number, and my wife gave them a call and said, hey, this is kind of our situation. What can we do? Do you know of any resources? And that's really what we were looking for when we called was, do you guys have resources that we can get in contact with? 24 hours later, our caseworker called us. I was literally able to put my family back in a home, and it was something that I didn't think was possible. When we signed the lease, I immediately started bawling. I got more help from Caritas than I did from the VA. It means more to a soldier to hear that someone doesn't care what your situation is. All they want to do is help. Just being seen and being heard and having someone listen to you when you say, I'm struggling. I can't do this on my own and I feel like a failure. That's one of the hardest things to do as a soldier, is to say something like that to somebody else. And then that somebody else looks at you and says, okay, what can I do? No judgment, no stipulations, no conditions, just what can I do? It was one of the defining moments in my life so far. And I knew that everything was going to be okay. I knew that no matter what happened from that point on, there was someone who had my back. And it wasn't just me anymore carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders.
If you have any doubt about supporting Caritas, let me remind you that Caritas has been in existence now for over 60 years. We're still standing through many trials, tribulations, and have continued to hone, perfect, and improve the services that we deliver. We take our work very seriously. By contributing to Caritas, you're partnering with us in providing these services.